Quick update for Nino Kuni 2, Bandai Namco finally announced an August free update called the Adventurers Pack that should add new floors for the faraway forest, new bosses, new costumes to find, as well as loads of post-game side quests. Now for the lucky owners of the Season Pass, 2 new exclusive DLCs will be released. The first one coming out by the end of 2018, which according to news is an enigmatic dungeon, followed shortly come 2019 is new story content. This is getting us all excited, most especially to those who have finished the game. And just to avoid spoilers, that ending may be connected to the upcoming story DLC. Well, I hope at least. Anyway, Nino Kuni 2 has been out for quite some time, but just for you guys who haven't gotten the game, just in time for the news on the free DLC and upcoming Season Pass content, this is Miggy Del Prado, and this is my Nino Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom review. Nino Kuni 2 follows the story of two protagonists, Roland, the president of some real-world country who gets transported to Ding Dong Dell right after his attempted assassination, and the rightful king of said Ding Dong Dell, Evan Pettywhisker. Roland acts as an advisor to Evan while Evan goes on a quest to become the true ruler after he was ousted by a rat. Quite literally. Unlike the previous Nino Kuni, in which by the way you won't have to play to understand what's happening. Aside from some minor Easter eggs and references, Nino Kuni 2 no longer has the Studio Ghibli animated sequences, but the 3D cutscenes still give off that Ghibli charm, not to mention the amazing orchestral soundtrack that give you the feeling of adventure. Story-wise, Nino Kuni 2 doesn't break any boundaries, but the fruit, the bread and butter, the magic, the hot stuff, all lies with the giblos and hours of gameplay. Yeah, sure, you could breeze through the game in about 40 to 50 hours, but if you plan on maxing out every content, you're looking to clock in on 100 plus hours, friend. Battles are now fully streamlined, fast-paced, real-time combat. You've got weapon switching on the fly, spellcasting, ranged attacks, dodge rolls, perfect guards, spellcasting dodge rolls, weapon switching, perfect guards, dodge rolls, while spellcasting and character switching on top of that. No more are the Pokemon-like gotta catch 'em all familiar system. Replacing that are the Higgledies, elemental spirits that you can recruit and equip on characters, which supplement battles with skills like healing, buffs, and pop-up insta-cannons and AoE spell attacks. There are supposedly 100 of them, so I guess you can still say Nino Kuni 2 tried to keep that gotta catch 'em all element intact. You can equip up to 3 weapons of a certain type amongst many on each character. For instance, Roland specializes on swords, therefore you can equip 3 different swords on him. Why, you ask? Why 3 swords, not 1 or 2 like every JRPG out there? Let me get one thing clear first. There is no dual wielding or triple wielding here. Just 3 weapons to switch from on the fly in and out of battle. Each weapon having certain passive skills and during battle earn zing, whereas upon reaching 100% zing will turn skills into overpowered megaton hyper attack. While exploring and battling, you will find loot and lots of it, a la Diablo style, with different tiers and name prefixes that describe what skills it may have. Upon release, Nino Kuni 2 was on the easy side, but if you get it right now, a free update allows you to ramp up that difficulty. And of course, with difficulty comes better loot. So unleash that inner sadist in you and start bashing those literal skulls to start cashing in that sweet, epic, rare, legendary loot. What's a king without the kingdom, yes? Later on in the game, you will unlock the Kingdom of Evermore, a kingdom building management sim of sorts. You start out as a tiny little encampment, later Evermore evolving into a gigantic empire with a multitude of shops, facilities, resource gathering farms, and structures that complement exploration and skirmishes. Speaking of skirmishes, what is a kingdom without war? You will from time to time engage into some real-time army combat that works on a rock, paper, scissor mechanic mechanic. Nothing too tough and it's pretty bare bones, but I highly suggest you level up and recruit more soldiers, as some parts of the story will require you to wage war. And in case you get tired of Evan whining about how useless he is and Roland thinking of new strategies to wash his ponytail, the world is littered with side quests. We're talking about hundreds. From fetch quests to monster slaying missions to quests that recruit new residents for Evermore, which is very reminiscent of Suikoden's 108 Stars of Destiny. Though unlike Suikoden, you don't exactly use these recruits as party members, aside from the few that you can take on skirmishes. The rest open up potentials for your Evermore shops and facilities. You will also discover while exploring the world dream doors that are basically procedurally generated dungeons with multiple floors and epic loot. But the longer you stay, a difficulty counter gradually increases. So do you explore some more? Maybe find legendary gear but risk dying? Or just breeze through and kill the dungeon boss for whatever loot it may drop. Then there are the tainted monsters, super buffed up mega versions of the generic monsters you encounter that are surrounded by a grim aura. But upon defeating them, earn you massive rewards and powerful equipment. My only gripe with Nino Kuni 2 are the variety of monsters you encounter, in which, by the way, aren't random. You see them out on the world map in dungeons, but Nino Kuni 2 would do better with more creature types aside from rats, slimes, and skulls. Hopefully the upcoming updates will add more baddies to murder. Nino Kuni 2 will keep you occupied for a very long time until the next update comes out, or at least that new game you're waiting for its release. Aside from the lack of monster variety and any sort of attachment towards the numerous party members, Nino Kuni 2 is worth the purchase. It streamlined the flaws of the previous game and added tons of content on top of that. For this, I am giving Nino Kuni 2 an 8 out of 10 ballots. With what I'm expecting from the upcoming Season Pass DLC, that score may substantially go up. So if you don't own the game yet, grab a copy now. You don't exactly need the Season Pass to fully enjoy Nino Kuni 2, but if you want that extra edge and story content, I suggest you do. So, for more PSG reviews and game updates, stay tuned on this channel by subscribing to Pinoy Scrub Gaming. Hit that bell icon as well while you're at it. Hey, drop us a comment as well as suggestions and improvements or any info about this game. We would really absolutely appreciate it. Again, this is Miggy Del Prado. Thanks for watching.